lawyers, professors, politicians, traditional rulers, and people from all walks of life came out here to celebrate the 80th birthday anniversary of eminent jurist Dr. Tunji Braithwaite. But this was not just a gathering for entertainment. After the dances and merriment, everyone settled down for a brainstorming session on the challenges confronting the country.
My research shows me that historically, foreign forces have determined who ruled us. Today, the matter is very serious. But our government position is that if there was instability and insecurity, it was in the past. That today, the situation is better. Let me quote the president again. As the president put it in the same speech, when I assumed office as acting president in 2010, on account of the health challenges suffered by late President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, there was so much anxiety in the land. The tone of public debate was feverish. Some persons sought to use the situation in the country to sow seeds of discord. He elaborated further on the nature of the crisis as he saw it. He proffered also a solution to it. Now, his solution is typical Jonathanian solution. Let me say what typical Jonathanian solution is. The way Jonathan sees the matter, Dr. Jonathan, our president sees the matter is, if and when there's a problem, set up a committee to chew on it. And where it proves insoluble, swallow it.
More and more bashing of the ruling class would follow.
This is both in relation to ruling party and in relation to parties that are not ruling. Those that are ruling fail to provide coherent policy guide for those they have put in power. They are much more interested in maneuvering in order to get contracts. They are not interested in really pursuing their manifesto. They don't hold their people that have been elected and who are ruling to account in order to be very faithful to the contents of the manifesto.
There was a denial in the papers today by Mako. The federal government of Nigeria awarded contracts last week to produce some telephones for the independence celebration at the cost of 650 million naira telephones. The company that was awarded the contract confirmed it in London, but government denied this money, but we are following it up. We have a ruling class that is selfish, irresponsible, and short-sighted. He cannot even protect his own interests. There is one I haven't seen, and Prof, Professor Yobo, this will interest you. In 2005 and 2006, in the Lagos area alone, 197 people jailed for drug trafficking by the Federal High Court in Lagos never made it to Kirikiri or Ikoyi prison. Around the court, in the web of the court, as soon as the judge has pronounced judgment and he has found his back, and everybody said court, and the man has left. Prison officials, the prosecutors and the defense counsel sit around the court to negotiate. And you pay to go back home or return to the business. I've never read that anywhere in the world. 197 people jailed for drug trafficking, they are back in the business.
But as critical as the discussants were of the state of affairs of Nigeria, some, however, say the country is not yet a failed state, but one that is on the throes of collapsing.
We now have a brand new brigade established specifically to take care of the threat posed to the Nigerian state by the Boko Haram insurgency. Now, in other parts of the country, as we were told, we have ravaging kidnapping involving senior advocates of Nigeria, archbishops of the church, even medical doctors or lecturers in certain parts of the country. Now, if that is not a failing state, I don't know what is.
Take any major statistic, Nigeria is a pretty good measure of where not to be on the misery index. Nigeria is one of the worst places to live in the world. It is called the next to hell. Go and check all the misery indicators. Life expectancy, access to water. Just check anything that makes life good. Nigeria is about near the bottom. You take the failed state index we talked about, and see the gap between Nigeria and Ghana.
But the discussion was not all about the blame game. Some solutions were preferred.
Because there's going to be a revolution in this country. There has to be. It is in fact overdue for the sake of this country and the generations to come. And it will take place. If it had not manifested before now, the keynote speaker, Femi, senior advocate of Nigeria, Lima, and all the others have set the stone, and it is irreversible.
The final one, sir, is on employment benefits. Section 17 of the Constitution, sir, provides that the government shall pay unemployment benefits. We also want to suggest here, sir, through Dr. Tunji Braithwaite, that all unemployed graduates in Nigeria should be paid unemployment benefits just like the ex-militants. All militants, former militants are paid 65,000 naira per month. We are saying it is discriminatory not to pay such funds to those who may also engage in violence. So this is an area all of us must demand, because if we take the welfare state of Nigeria seriously, we won't have this level of corruption.
Whether the government will take those suggestions seriously remains a big question. Edim Akok, TV 360, Lagos.